Have you read every book going about making more money but still had no results? I spent years doing this until I was mentored by Bob Proctor and found out that knowledge doesn't actually change your income, but changing your subconscious mind does. I easily turned my yearly income into a monthly income by following the simple steps I'm about to show you in this video. Now let's move these books out the way, and so you know how to apply these steps, let me bring this little figure in. And I want you to imagine that this big circle is your mind and this little circle is your body. Now, to keep it simple, we're going to split your mind into two parts. Top half, conscious mind, bottom half, subconscious mind. Now, your conscious mind is your thinking mind. So it gathers information, and this is the mind that school focuses on. Okay. They ask you to remember things, go into a room on your own. And if you get a certain amount of the questions correct, then you get a pass, you get a mark, you get a degree, right? But just because you know something, that doesn't mean that you're going to do it. Let's say, for example, we have someone who's overweight and they want to get in shape, so they hire a personal trainer. Now, the personal trainer gives them the training plan, the diet plan, tells them how many days a week they should work out. So, on a conscious level, this person knows exactly what to do to get the result what they want, which is to be in shape. But then they go out for some food with the friends and they see that big juicy cheesecake and they eat it. And the friend says to them, I thought you was on a diet. And they say, I am. And the friend says, so why did you just eat that cheesecake? And the person says, I don't know. And the friend says, well, you don't want the result that the cheesecake's going to give you, do you? And they go, no. Okay, so why did you just eat the cheesecake? And again, they say, I don't know. Now, the truth is, the real reason that they ate the cheesecake is because they're programmed on a subconscious level to be in the physical shape that they're in, even though they know on a conscious level exactly how to get the result that they want. And that's why so many people with so much knowledge, I mean, they've read every book under the sun, they've got business degrees, etc., but they're broke. And then you get someone like me, I got kicked out of school at 13. I've never been to university. I knew nothing about business, yet I turned my yearly income into a monthly income in less than 6 months. Why is this? Well, let me tell you, it's because your conscious mind is in control of what you know, but it's your subconscious mind that's in control of what you do with what you know. So people have got all of this knowledge stuck in the conscious mind and they're frustrated because the results when it comes to money, to be honest, are rubbish. Now, it doesn't matter how much you know. I'm telling you right now, you can read every book in the world on sales. If you don't reprogram this part of your mind, your subconscious, then your results are just going to stay the same year after year. I've never studied nutrition. I've never studied calories. Okay. I've never studied how to lift weights correctly, but I'm in great shape. Yet there's some people who have gone to university and studied fitness and nutrition, but they're in terrible shape because they don't know how to change the part of the mind that controls the behavior, which is the subconscious. Just because you know the path, it doesn't mean that you're going to walk the path. So to keep it simple, you don't need to read more books. What you need to do is change your subconscious mind. But how do you do that? Well, let me show you. First of all, you need to know the exact amount of money that you want to earn so you can hand over this instruction to your subconscious mind. So while you're watching this, write it down. I am so happy and grateful that I am now earning X amount per month. Now, the second step is to get your subconscious mind to accept this new money goal. Okay. And this can only be done through emotion or feeling because that's the only language that your subconscious mind speaks. So just write out your money goal every morning in present tense. And once you wrote it down, just ask yourself, if this were true right now, then how would I feel? Step three, write down those emotions that come to mind when you ask yourself how it would feel. It could be grateful, happy, relaxed, accomplished, whatever comes to mind. And remember, your subconscious mind only understands feelings. That's why you need to feel your goal and not just think about it. Most people try and think the way to wealth, but real change comes when you feel wealthy first. Step four, carry that emotional state everywhere with you throughout the day. Now, the easiest way, and I got this off my mentor to do this, is just to stop and ask yourself three simple questions. Number one, what would I love? You're probably going to say your money goal, right? Number two, what does that look like? We think in pictures. So when you ask that question, an image is going to come to your mind. Maybe it's a bank statement, the physical cash, whatever comes to mind. And last, but most important, is how would that feel? And then your mind is going to generate a feeling, and that's instantly going to put you back into the feeling. Now that you know that, let me show you how I've made 5 figures every month this year whilst reading probably less than 5 books, so you can too. So let's go back to this figure, the stick person. Now remember, I said that the top half is your conscious mind, and that's the mind that you gather information with, right? Well, that's the part that I was stuck in for over 6 years. I mean, I'd literally spend all my day watching people on YouTube, studying and reading books. Neville Goddard, my mentor Bob Proctor, Robert Russell, Napoleon Hill. I mean, I could go on for hours, right? But no matter how much I read or studied, I just couldn't get my income past £15,000 a year. And I didn't want to earn more to show off and buy nice things. Maybe I did a little bit, but I needed to because I had 2 children and a young family to provide for. Now, £15,000 isn't a lot of money for yourself, never mind if it's split up between like 4 people, right? So what did I do? I read more and more because I thought that that was the answer, but it wasn't. Literally for 6 years, this went on. And the whole purpose of this video is so that you don't have to do the same. Okay. So after trying to earn more money, studying, it weren't working, so I decided I needed help. So I reached out to Bob Proctor's team so they could help me. And they pretty much told me that there's a big difference between knowing this material and attracting money from it. So I was on the call, I decided to purchase a program, and I just told myself, you know what, I'm just going to do everything that Bob tells me to do. I started implementing the one simple thing that he told me was the secret to earning more money, and instantly my income started increasing. Now, at the beginning of the program, I was at £15,000 a year. At the end of it, I was at £18,000 a month. This was a 6-month program. And not only that, the results were so incredible that I decided to go and work with Bob Proctor himself, and I'm now top 1% of his consultants worldwide. So if you'd like my help to reprogram your subconscious mind and turn your yearly income into a monthly income within the next 6 months, go and click the link in the description to grab a free one-to-one call with me. But what was this simple thing that Bob taught me, and how do you use it for yourself? Well, let me show you exactly what it was. It was repetition, repeating the same thing over and over again, listening to the same thing over and over again, reading the same thing over and over again, writing the same thing over and over again. I mean, it sounds stupid, right? Sounds boring as well. I thought the same thing, but it's far from stupid when you understand how the mind works. There's only 2 ways to change what's going on inside of your subconscious mind. One is through an emotional impact, and the other way is through repetition. Now, the only reason that you respond to your name is because your parents repeated it probably a million times before you turned 1, and it fixed itself into your subconscious mind. Think about the gym, right? You don't get big biceps from going to the gym and doing 1 rep, do you? No, you get them from constantly repeating the same movement over and over again. So every morning and every night, write your money goal in present tense 25 times. Through this process, your subconscious mind will accept it, and you'll attract everything that you need to make that a reality. So now you know that these things won't change your income alone. You're probably going to want a step-by-step process for turning your yearly income into a monthly income. So watch this next video and simply just copy what I did.